Alrighty guys, I'm back. I turned the light on my camera because it's awfully dark. I just wanted to show you what I did. I have the one of the USB fans mounted, and it's, you see the space from the heat there and the wire obviously, and I just have the USB hooked up to Primo's power pack, and it's up enough that the heat's not gonna bother it right there. And I put my hand over the fan and it's definitely throwing heat, and I just used some of that wire that I had that was attached to, I believe it was just attached over here holding that plastic pipe up from the battery box vent pipe, which no longer need. And I'm sure this helped too, only having one air intake for the air in and out for the composting toilet. Normally they don't recommend this, but I found it brings in a little too much cooler air, so I plugged this hole obviously and plugged that hole, and I can use those later on for something else. But I'll take my glove off here, and this thing gets friggin' hot. Oh, I can actually burn myself on that pipe. So with the air pulling from the backside, it's pulling all the cold air past this really hot object, heating it up and shooting it out. This, I can actually feel some decent heat coming out of there, along with the heat that's coming up off the fireplace fans. So that is actually working, and I can aim this lower to the floor, of course, if I want to, shooting it down this way a little bit further. So it's kind of angled, but I thought, well, hell, that's the best way to get most of the air to flow in and around this thing. So yeah, so that's not too bad at all. And then I still got my other little fan there too, but slowly getting more and more efficient at moving this air and trapping it in here, heating the tiny house, which is nice. And I can actually take my coat off pretty soon because it's pretty comfortable. I'll check the temperature outside, guys, now that my temperature probe is out there. It says it's 80% humidity, even though it's kind of drizzling snow. And let's see what we got. 35 out. So it's about, which is, I don't believe that at all, because it says it's the same temperature out that it's in here. Oh wow, we're up a little warmer, but I highly doubt that's the actual temperature there. So crazy. So anyway, yeah, I'm just listening to some podcasts, some coast to coast, just testing out, hanging out in the tiny house. I did my vacuuming, cleaned up pretty well, kind of vacuumed in the dark, but it's hard to miss any spots because everything's just right in a runway here, like a hallway. If you were to vacuum a hallway in the dark, you're gonna hit everything anyway. So I'll show you what's going on outside a little bit more. I'll zoom in. It's kind of a nasty, it's like a freezing rain. It's right on the edge, basically. You can kind of see the drops going there. Yeah. But anyway, I'm liking this new little setup with the fan right there. That's nice. And the cord should be relatively safe. It's got a decent gap between it and the stove, so I think it'll be okay. There won't be any meltdowns going on. But this pipe, woo, it's best to use up as much of the heat as you can. So I think that's why I wanted that fan on the elbow, so it's going to pull some of that heat off the elbow and won't be too stressful on it. Use some of that heavy duty heat. And then once I get the foil wrapped on this thing, this will be great. This will be really good. So I'll give you updates as I keep going here, guys.